She's turning yarn into handmade frames. With every stitch, she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. Join the scene, hang with the kindest Wobble Queen. Break crochet, break crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. Join the scene, hang with the kindest Wobble Queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. A yarny legend crochet queen, hooks in hand with flair so keen. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. She's turning yarn into handmade frames. With every stitch, she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. Join the scene, hang with the kindest Wobble Queen. Break crochet, break crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. Join the scene, hang with the kindest Wobble Queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. A yarny legend crochet queen, She's turning yarn into handmade face. With every stitch, she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. Join the scene, hang with the kindest Wobble Queen. Brick crochet, brick crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. Join the scene, hang with the kindest Wobble Queen. Brick crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. A yarny legend crochet queen, hooks in hand with flair so keen. Break crochet.
Oh, welcome in, everybody. Linda got first. I forgot I muted that. Uh, Linda got first. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing, Linda? Thank you for the check-in, Crafty. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I did put a feet. I was gonna say that was the quietest I've ever seen you. Yes, yes. I am using the book Amigurumi for Beginners, and I am doing Santiago the snake, the shy snake. And I'm gonna be doing him in this. I have this one last big twist color. And the color is lime jelly. And morning fairy dust. How are you doing? And but I did put a free pattern up there for everyone because you don't have to pay. I got this as a gift, as a book as a gift. Um that's why I'm using this one. And the other one, let's see. I'm going to use a little bit of red for his tongue. I just pulled this out of it's a piece of scrap yarn. We're going to hope it makes enough. And I pulled this out and I did it really good, I think. I feel like this is a lot better than my yarn barf days. But this is, like I said, this is the last one that I have of this lime jelly. And I think I'm going to make this for Peepop so she can, whack things. I don't know. We'll see. I am going to start with the tongue because since I'm making it for the Peepop, I will be doing the tongue first when I get it in there. I know it's not that bad a yarn barf though. This really isn't that bad of a yarn barf. It could be, but it's not. Um, but I'm gonna do the tongue first so that I can secure it on the inside and make sure it's tied really tight and secure in there. Peepop is not destructive. She's not destructive with anything that I've ever made her, like the dragon that I made her that is a fidget dragon. She's never I mean, she plays with it, but she doesn't tear it apart or anything. She's not very destructive, so that's a good thing. Um, so I'm gonna take this and I'm using my 4 millimeter hook from the Woobles, my Pac-Man, and I'm going to start with the tongue just so that I get that made and get that sewn in when I need to. Um, so how is everyone doing this morning? No, I have not finished the Wooble Dragon. I will be finishing it and posting it up. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Papa and I was talking about I never finish anything online. But I did finish the hair thing yesterday, and I do need to get that, pictures of that taken. And the pencil blanket, I wanna get that I need to get that done by the time we go to a wedding in August, because we will see my niece for that. But the cigarette blanket that I'm working on right now, um, it has to be done by June 12th. So, there is, what is Cub got a streak going on? Oh, Cub's got a 5 stream streak. Look at that. He is streaking around. It's re-traumatizing me with the mention of yarn. I am so sorry. I was telling Papa about the yarn barf problem. Um, I was telling about the yarn barf, and I was like, because I was showing him in Discord, I was showing him the picture of the wizard, and I know. Dollar Bill's ready to throw at him. I've been making so much of the play food. So many are stinking adorable. They are. They are more like pennies. We went to the grocery store today and we're early this morning and I had a $20 bill in my pocket and I was like, it was $19.23. I got 80 cents change. I mean, everybody is rounding the pennies now. And I'm like, ugh. So I'm wondering if pennies are gonna be rare things that people want to well, I know they don't make pennies anymore, but I mean, do they not still have pennies? Are people just getting rid of pennies completely? They're not even buying them from the bank? I mean, they still gotta be in circulation because people still have to have pennies. I wouldn't think people wouldn't have pennies. Single crow in the second chain from the hook and in the next 2 chains. I wouldn't think that people would be I mean, I still have pennies. I have wrapped rolled pennies. And I was like, "Do I take them to the bank? Do I keep them because 'cause they're a hot commodity and people will want them one day?" I mean, you know what? I know because I have a couple Eisenhower dollars. I got them, when I worked at the bank, um, and everybody was like, "Oh, let me buy them off of you." It was ten Eisenhower dollars I got, and I think I have 6 left, and I don't know what I did with the other 4. I might have them all left. But I think I give each one of my kids one, so that'd be 3, and then I think I wanna say my sister one. Hi, super positive, thank you for the check-in, thank you for the check-in. And how are you doing? Um, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I see how I'm doing this. I was like, "How am I making this a little snaky tongue?" A single chain, and then the next 2 chains, this will create the fork in the oh, y'all, I'm making a forked tongue. Um I am doing good, I am doing good. I am actually quite happy that I don't have to go to work tomorrow, but it does not mean anything because it will be heavy crocheting tomorrow in the Bray household because 'cause I've gotta really get working on that. So, we're gonna single chain right here, and then this will be well, goodness gracious. Here I was thinking that I wasn't gonna have enough um, yarn for this, and look at that. So a little piece of scrap yarn will get you. I'll still have a I'll just have a smaller piece of scrap yarn now. So, I was gonna put in there crocheting a danger noodle because I don't think snakes have the same, effect as sometimes the word spooter does, and I'm saying spooter because I don't wanna freak anybody out because I do know some people are afraid of spooters, um, and, I mean, I don't like them. That's what I'm doing, making food I'm making, I'm using my scraps. You know what? It's scraps sometimes are the best thing. Finish off the sew the tongue in the middle of round 1. Okay. So we're going to do this, and this way I will be able to tie it on, and then I still have a little piece of scrappy red yarn to use. You can't now see, we this is how we look at it. They, I don't know how Papa feels about them, but, we actually had when we lived in our old house, we actually had a a spider, a snake in our basement, and Papa had to get it out, and was horrible, but anyway. But we didn't have any mice. I mean, that was for sure. Ooh, no, 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 no. I'm gonna tell you right now, no, Linda. I'd have been right with you. That would have been a hard no. Biscuit goes after those little gecko lizards or whatever them little we call them blue spinks. I think that's what they're called. I don't know. I don't know what they're called. You're calling an ambulance or are you taking you to work? Ah, Crafty, you'd have shut that door and it'd have been over. It would have been over. Okay, so I'm doing a magic ring. I'm taking some scrap yarn to work Tuesday. One of the girls got a chicken amigurumi thing that she bought at I'm not gonna it wasn't at Five Below and I don't know where she bought it from, but it's with the chenille yarn. And I first of all I said, "Have you ever crocheted before?" And she was like, "No, but this can't be that hard." First of all, you're starting out with chenille yarn. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you keep making mistakes and you could just see parts of it flecking off. Um, so I was like, "You know what? Let me bring you some scrap yarn and you practice chaining." Because I said, "You really don't have to do the magic ring." Because I was trying to show her and even cut the little thing out, the fake Drew Hill thing. And I even cut that thing out. She still couldn't get it. And I was like, "You know what?" My brain was like, "I'm done with this." I said, "You know what? I'm just going to bring you some yarn and you can practice chaining because you don't have to do the magic ring. You can do it with uh, a chain too, and I can show you how to do it." 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I said, "It makes no difference." I told her, I said, "I've been crocheting since 2013." And I said, "I can tell you this much. I did not start using the magic ring until about 3 years ago." Hi, Panther. How are you doing? Oh, no. You know, when we lived in, down where you live, near where you lived, we actually had was it a possum that got stuck in our pool? Yeah, a possum stuck in our pool, and I thought my mother-in-law was trying to drown it. She was trying to get it out, and that poor little thing was hissing so bad, it was pathetic. So, anyway anyway, so, yeah, I'm not a big fan. Like, we have a groundhog in our backyard, and Papa has named him Oscar. Oscar's bigger than Biscuit. And, I'm telling you right now, Biscuit and I went out the other night, and we just missed Oscar. He had went underneath the fence and whatever. I'm like, "If we go outside, Oscar's going to take Biscuit out." Snakes aren't bad, just have to know them. They're doing their thing, leave them alone, and they'll leave you alone. Mostly, if you have those long grabber tongs, you can safely move it. Yes, I'm with you. They can do their thing. I thought about putting a rubber snake in my garden, but I told Papa, I said, "That probably really wouldn't be a good idea because, like, hawks and things, they eat, snakes, and, um, I wouldn't want one of them to get a rubber snake." I'm sure they'd pick at it and they'd realize it was a rubber snake and they wouldn't go. So, they wouldn't try to eat it after that. I'm hoping this yarn will work good for a snake. And of course, I'm sure Peepop will, I don't know. She might not like it. But her mother was born in the year of the snake. So, if anything, she can put the danger noodle up in somewhere. I loved Trimmers. It was hilarious to watch it. Um, you're a horse? My son-in-law's a horse. I think we have almost, how many of us are 2, 4, 6, 8? Um, yeah, if we have a few more whatever kiddos, we might could get all 12 of the zodiacs. I think 2 of them are the same. My daughter and, KK's boyfriend are the same whatever in the same year. Maybe they're not because I know he's a horse. You're a rabbit. KK's a rabbit. Papa is a tiger. I'm a dog. My oldest is a snake. Picking Halls is a pig. You're a fart. I don't think they have that in the zodiac. Super positive. And KK is a rabbit. And what's funny is, I mean, I love pigs. So that's why they always say that Picking Halls is my favorite because she was born in the year of the pig. So, and I did get a little thing for my flower bed garden that is a pig, which I've got to go out there. Maybe I'll do that today when the sun goes on the other side of the house. Because I noticed one of my little yard pigs were flipped over yesterday Friday when I come home. So I may go out there and move stuff around. He is spoiled. You're a lion. Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out if Nova and Jingle Shark are the same. Is Nova older than Jingle Shark or younger?
Younger, I think.
So yeah, they're
The same year. And it would take what,
yes, Chinese.
12 years?
Yes, it's 12 years.
They're within 12 years of each other?
So yeah, they wouldn't be. You're a dragon. Oh wow, super positive. That's what Peepop is. Peepop is a dragon. Her dad is a horse, and her mom is a snake. I'm a dog. It's okay. Dogs are good. Actually, mine and Papa's Chinese zodiacs are compatible. Plus, our American zodiacs, um,
Ego.
I am a Virgo, he's a Pisces, and we're opposites, but we're compatible. So that makes it good. Supposedly he's a dreamer and I keep him grounded, but I don't welcome back. I think it's the other way around. I think
You're not dreaming.
but I think you keep me grounded instead of me the other way around.
I keep you grounded in a different way. I keep you from driving your car off a cliff.
Uh, okay. Um so yeah, I don't know. I still think that he keeps me grounded. So anyway, so does anyone have any plans tomorrow? Like she can't go out with her friends. Yes, that type of grounded. That is exactly. Let me tell you, Crafty, he does not need to ground me from that because the girls I work with love them to death, love them to death. Would not take anything for them. We we're like family. We get on each other's nerves, but don't come at one of us because you're going to get all of us. If you come at one of us, you're going to get all of us. Because we can pick on each other, but you can't pick on anybody. You can't. So yeah, we're weird like that. But Papa doesn't have to ground me because I I don't go out. I come home straight from work and I stay home. We went to the grocery store this morning. We had to get gas because I looked in I Google AI'd and found out what's the cheapest day in our city to buy gas. Sunday's the cheapest day. Then I stacked my fuel points from the grocery store on it. And, some people go, oh, well, you're really not getting a discount because you're paying for it through the groceries. Yeah, but I need groceries.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm spending anything extra.
But it's not that you're not getting a discount. It's just it is cheaper because you're basically spending the money once, but it's going someplace twice.
True. I know. Did you go did you No, I have not went to that airplane gas station yet. I have not. My picking halls we'll probably end up going because it's closer to her house where she lives. So I will have to get her to when we go out to get our gardening stuff, maybe we will make a trip out to there. We'll take a picture or something and put it on Discord. That'll be something to do. She's been having me read a book lately and yeah, she's been having me read a book. I'm grounded and I have to read a book. And when I get done with the book, I get a personal pan pizza. You don't remember that? I know.
Oh,
Did she?
yeah, she'd be cool. Yeah, you read this book before. That what was it like? I read it that year or that whatever. Yeah, you can say you read that. Funny.
I was always afraid to. Are they? That is cool. I don't think. Do we have any Pizza Huts? We don't have any Pizza Hut restaurants
Walking.
except for where we used to live, but I think they finally got rid of that. I think they finally got rid of that one. But let me tell you, I will take a personal pan pizza, even though I've had one. The personal pan pizzas now, at least in our area, are buy one, get one. But I'm just saying, either A, I don't remember what a personal pan pizza, the size of a personal pan pizza was because I was littler when I bought one and it looked big, but they look awful little now. I'm gonna say they shrunk them. That's why they feel guilty and they're giving you buy one, get one, maybe. I have no idea, but they're really tiny now. So I'm hoping this little green works out really well. I mean, I think it's a lot brighter on the camera, like a lot darker, brighter than it really is. But hopefully somebody will like it. Now, see me, um, the personal pan pizzas, I'm telling you, though, I think, does that mean, what, hold on, I'm going to ask this. Because I can eat lunch, like say Papa and I, we go get sub sandwiches today. It doesn't matter where we go get them. We could go get them at Subway. We could go get them, you know, anywhere. And I cut that thing in half and I'll eat half for lunch and then I'll eat half for dinner. Am I getting old or am I just being responsible and not overeating? Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like our neighbors, I think like they go out for lunch or they go out for dinner and that's what they eat for they bring home their leftovers and they yeah, but I think that when I had the hernia and it was really bad, I think that it made me think things and I just don't want to overeat now. Well, then fine, I'm being responsible. But they say that a lot of people from our generation, because we were always told, finish what's on your plate, that's why a lot of us that a lot of us can overeat. Like we feel like we have to finish her plate. My dad was a big finish your plate or you don't get to go outside. Finish your plate or you don't get to go to uh yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe. I'm not Papa's a more leftover kind of person than I am. You'll eat leftovers. I'm very specific about my leftovers. Don't ask me why. And there are some places you can go, like restaurants, like Chinese restaurants, when it's leftover. I'm not saying it's not good when it's leftover because it can be, but you always have leftovers because the rice is very filling. Ugh. The rice is very filling. If it wasn't for leftovers, you wouldn't be here. There are leftovers that I like now. I used to not like leftover pizza, but I can eat leftover pizza now. But I'm gonna say something probably 1, 2, 3. I can't heat it back up. I have to eat it cold. That might sound whatever, but when you reheat the pizza, it just doesn't taste as good to me. That's huh? That I said to me. To me. Now I have put pizza in the air fryer and reheated it. That crispies it back up. I don't eat reheating pizza in the air fryer or frying pan is better than the microwave. Yes. Now a Pop-Tart, if I eat a Pop-Tart, which I haven't ate Pop-Tart in forever, I do not toast my Pop-Tarts. Do not toast my Pop-Tarts. Used to when I was little, that's the only way I ate them. Now it's like It's a grab and go breakfast. I eat it cold in the car. Um, when cold, the cheese tastes better, it does. We did get, when we went grocery shopping this morning, we got some block cheese, and I am going to shred 2 cheeses together to make the chipotle cheese so that we can have, like, rice and beans, the cheese, the chicken. That's what we need to order too. You need to put on the Kroger list is, chicken thighs.
But we get the breasts.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did we get the breasts?
We've had them.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. At least while I have to still continue to go to the office, we are going to do some massive meal prep so that it's just easier for me to pack my lunches because it's just a lot easier for me to pick a lunch out of the refrigerator than to make it that next morning. I'm telling you, I wish I had the tenacity that some of these people have that I work with. I'm gonna tell you, they are great. They're amazing. They're wonderful. And I'm gonna say this because they get up real early in the morning and they cook stuff and they bring it to work and they eat it for lunch. And I'm like, that is time I could be sleeping. No way. I'm getting my booty butt up out of bed and cooking my lunch, packing it, and then uh trotting off to work. Not when those are good sleep hours. Maybe they're whatever they naps to them must be underrated, 1, 2, 3, or overrated. A nap is overrated. But then I also work with a girl that she takes naps during the day, so I think I'm getting, uh it's back down it was back down in the 60s this morning when I woke up this morning. We're supposed to have thunderstorms all day. So, I mean, 50s is nice. My nose, I just feel like it's gonna fall off. It's not, I know it won't. It's attached. It's not gonna fall off. But biscuits, oh my lord. If he's just laying there sleeping. Yeah. Better than the low 90s the other day. Oh, I know. When I was out the other day when that I was looking at the weather and it said it was gonna be 91 when I left work, I was like, ugh, no, not 91. Are we there already? Are we there already? I would say that probably I don't know. I know. Yes, wait till July for that nonsense. Wait till July. We do not we do not have time for that yet. But I mean, it's going to come and I did find a new cover for my pergola. So hopefully, and I looks like I can go get the mosquito netting that goes around the pergola. I just don't know how. I'd have to look at Home Depot and see how you or Lowe's, whichever one is that. I can't remember. I was looking at it last night. I think it was Home Depot. And to see how it attaches to the pergola. but I want some sort of, like, bug deterrent, because if I'm gonna sit outside, I want to be comfortable. I don't wanna fight off bugs, mosquitoes, gnats, whatever. So, my neighbors have a little small sunroom, bug zapper light or citronella candles. That would be, it's the citronella candles I like, because I like the smell of them. Am I weird? That means I'm not a bug, I guess. I can handle it. Um, I love citronella candles. They just smell wonderful. Um, and we don't really, I mean, we have a lot of trees around us, I think, but not too bad. Not too bad. And the lady I work with, she has chickens, and her stepson moved back to New York, and he took his dog with him. And she said the other night she heard some coyotes out howling and stuff like that. And she said now she fears for her chickens because she feels that her stepson's dog kept the chickens away. I mean, kept the coyotes away. Hell, here the flies bite more harder than the mosquitoes, gnats, and sweat bees. Ugh. If you've ever been bit by a fly, it is bad. Why? Why? Morning, unicorn. How are you doing? So, um, I don't understand that. Why flies? Yeah. We have now see, I have a biscuit, and we have bees, big gigantic bumblebees that fly around, and Biscuit thinks that he has to, like, try to eat them. And I'm like, "No." Do they sting? No, but I don't need the little booger puffing up. Yeah. I he's been stung before, and we ended up taking him to the vet, and, of course, they just give him a shot of Benadryl and sent him home, and I'm like, "Okay." So, he just Biscuit likes to chase lizards, bumblebees, all kinds of stuff, and, I mean, I guess he just thinks he's invincible. So, and if we get a fly or a house fly or any kind of fly in the house, it makes it in. Biscuit will tell on the fly and alert Papa, who gets the fly swatter out. And then it becomes, game one. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to count and see what row I'm on, because I think I'm on round 8. I think we're on almost round 9. Okay, we are. So we are going to do round 9 and 10. Hopefully we're getting to a point where I'm going to be able to sew this um, the tongue in and put the eyes on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6. Now, does anyone have plans for tomorrow or later today? I mean, one of our children is out of town on vacation, and then I think the Peepop is going to a birthday party today. Her cousin is in town, flew into town, and they're going to have her birthday party today, and I think a pool party. They're going to a pool party. Bumblebees do sting. My grandpa was replacing his porch watch. He pissed a bunch of them off, and they came all the way to the other end of the porch, about 50 feet away, and stung me about 40. Ooh! Well, Biscuit's done something to one, and he ended up at the vet with a little puffy face. So I didn't know what kind of bee it was that got him. I work till Thursday. Hopefully I'm off. Oh, I sit and go. The only thing that I'm looking forward to, Linda, is a 4-day work week. That is it. I only have 4 days to work next week. And I'm going to go in, head down. I'm not going to talk to anybody. I'm just going to go in, pick up the phone, and start calling people and collecting money. And just that's what I'm doing. Friday was a crap show, and I just do not want to go back into it. So they didn't schedule a lot of people for Friday. So everybody was done by 3 o'clock. So you don't know yet. See, I wouldn't like that. My back hurt for a couple weeks. There, oh my lord. See, I mean, and there's not when you get a bumblebee sting. Now, I will say this: when I was younger, I don't really know if this helped. My grandma used to. I remember my mom was doing something in our house, kind of like your grandma. She was doing something, and she messed with some bees or something, and one of them, because back in the 70s, I was like 4, maybe 4 or 5, and I remember a bee went up my bell bottom of my jeans and stung my leg, and they put baking soda paste on it, and it took away the sting, but it you know, I don't know. That's what my but I remember that. It was whatever. Okay, 36. But fairy dust is like, I'm over here minding my own business, and these bees come and got me, and they could have left me alone. My mom always had baking soda because back in the day, you always had baking soda in your fridge. Always. to neutralize any odors. So, yeah, my grandma will put vinegar on it and let it air dry and then put baking soda paste on it. Oh, that is cool. See, we don't. You still keep baking soda in the fridge and freezer? Um, we probably should, but we really don't have a bad problem most of the time. I try to keep everything out. Okay. I think this is, well, no, we got one more round. And then that'll be as big as the head is. So then we're going to go back down. I know Pickin' Halls is off tomorrow because I think their pharmacy closes down on Memorial Day. We also have baking soda in the baking cabinet for recipes. Um, I'm well, I'm making this for P-Pop, but her mother was born in the year of the snake, so if they don't let her play with the snake and whack the crap out of everything, she never would. She's such a good child. She really. She called me this morning while I was grocery shopping, um, to let me know that she had woken up and she was drinking water first thing this morning. I told her it was good for her digestion. So she has this little cup and it has this, looks like it fits inside the cup, but it lets water out. It's not a straw. So she has like, it's a real cup, but a thing goes down in it to cover over all of it so that when she drinks, the water only comes out on the sides. So it's really good for her. She does really good with it. She likes Gatorade, though. She likes Gatorade. For sunburns, my grandma would put vinegar all over you. She essentially pickled you. I still have a scar right here because when I was, hi, Shipwreck. How are you doing? When I was like 10, we went, it was, I don't remember, it was in Myrtle Beach, but it was like you rode a boat out into like this sand thing out in the middle of, I don't know if it was a lake or where. And I got really bad burnt. Go figure, because I'm a redhead. And I had this big, gigantic blister right here, and it popped, and I still have a scar right there. How are you doing, Ship? Oh, thank you. It is Big Twist, which was made by Joann's. I bought it when Joann's was still in business, and it's called lime jelly. We're making a snake out of it. We, as in me and the mouse in my pocket. Linda is lime jelly. Her name is lime jelly color. Would make cool jungle leaf undies. Yes, it would. But I only have one skein of it left, and I decided to make a snake out of it. For yours and Supreme's matching Adam and Eve costumes. Oh, that is so cute. Green's my favorite color too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've not heard anyone refer to the mouse in their pocket in years. Oh. Papa always asks me when I say, "We're gonna do this," he says, "Who? You and the mouse in your pocket? Who's we?" He always tells me that because I don't think you n he knows what I mean, but it's like he's like, "What are you trying to get me to do that we have not talked about yet?" Because 'Cause I'm like, We can do that," and he's like, "Who?" We do that we use that all the time at work, Fairy does, because, um, when somebody says, "Well, they told me this is how you do it." Who's they? Or they'll say, "We're gonna do that." I'm like, "Who's we? You and the mouse in your pocket? Because, I'm not doing it with you." 4. I hate when I split my yarn. So, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay. But we mean he's gonna do it. Yes. Oh, God, I thought something happened to the
I'm
dog.
ready to drop.
Yes, that is exactly it. I come up with the idea and he does it. That's what I mean by we. That is exactly what I mean by we. Do you smell like a Frito? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fairy dust, I am the epitome. Like when the kids were little and they lived at home, if it was we were gonna do something outside, like in the yard, it was always Papa and the girls. I would sit out there for a while and then be like, I'm going inside getting a Diet Coke, and I would never come back outside.
That's why 3 minutes out.
Well, it will depend on Biscuit, this will.
Yeah. Go ahead and start. Oh,
I did real good with my pepper plants, but they were really close to the house, and I would just go out and pick the peppers as I needed them. Oh,
here. Trying to get
I know.
here, baby. Come here.
Bray was essentially the father went to the store to get a pack of several. Yes, I was. That is exactly what I was. Oh, God, my foot's falling asleep. Three, 4, 5. I'm not really good outside, but I think that's because when I was younger and I got burned and things like that, in the sun. But I've got a big old sun hat, and I'm gonna try to go out and just m my garden, I'm gonna take care of it in the evenings when it's cooler weather. And really, you shouldn't water your garden anyway in the morning. You should water it closer at night. That way the sun doesn't burn the water off of your flower off of your stuff. So, and I'm trying to watch my neighbor because they do really good. Their garden is really good every year. and he hasn't started his yet. He hasn't started his yet. Why?
He's running back into the house.
Uh-huh.
He gets, I don't know, a foot or two away from that rug, and jumps onto it. As if like he has to jump over something to get onto the rug.
I don't know what he does. I don't know what goes through his little brain. He's got one, let me tell you. So I think everybody's doing fine. Everybody is doing good. Hasn't started his garden yet. Most people would have already started greenhouse tomatoes, but he may have his tomatoes in the house. He really may because I've kept their dog in this. Is he out there doing it right now? Do you hear that? Uh when I go sometimes to keep their dog in like the January, February, March, 1, 2, 3, those times, they always have like the seed pot started. So they've already got everything started. And then they just usually, some things they buy like already whatever, but she does start a lot by seeds. I think that's what he's out there doing. Well, we've had the weather's been weird here lately. Like, yeah, he's weed eating.
I don't have to do that, no. A fairy dust be jealous of that.
No, sometimes he has his neighbor do his mowing. I could have sworn you have sometimes your neighbor does your mowing, right? When you have to work those crazy hours at your job. You know, when people don't come in and they go, "Hey, fairy dust, we need you to come in today." And you're like, "Yep, sure." Fairy dust is one of those, he's in the generation of the last of people that will go into a job. You know, like if I, if you had somebody from a different generation, and you asked them to come in and work an extra day, they'd be like, "Nope, it's my day off. I have boundaries." And you know as well as me, like if Walmart used to call me, I'd be like, "Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow." So he's just trying to let you know that he's out there doing something that he shouldn't be doing. I'm gonna tell you, yeah, when he can't get a day off, he pays his neighbor $40 and see, I think that's nice. I mean, our neighbor's all the time out in his yard doing something. We I can't figure out if it's just because he likes to be outside or, you know, and their little dog is outside roaming around. Be right back. She's taking Penny out. Um, it's Biscuit's girlfriend, and she's really mean to him. She barks at him through the fence, and then he just turns his nose up and walks away like, "I'm not listening. You're gonna bark at me. I'm not listening to you." Okay. So he's like, Mom told me I don't have to listen to her. And he doesn't. He doesn't. I was thinking. I don't know why sometimes I think. I'm glad you know what TPO meant. The the only thing popping in my head is temporary. Yeah, it's take Penny out. Take Penny out. Well, I welcome in, welcome back, welcome back, welcome in, Keepler. Sweets, how are you doing? Thank you for the check-in. I was gonna say, fairy dust in our neck of the woods, that's pretty much what a TPO means. I am doing good, doing good. I am making an amigurumi snake for my daughter, aka also my granddaughter, but my daughter might take it and not let her have it. You never know. No, she's really not like that. The Peep is a good kid. She won't. I mean, she might swing around and hit somebody with it just out of curiosity. I don't see her doing it out of meanness. Her dad says she's getting really, uh, she runs back and forth on the couch, holding the couch really fast now. He's got to watch her. She's getting dangerous. Dangerous. So she is getting dangerous. So I'm gonna have to ask you something because I don't understand. Did you set something up specific? Hold on a minute, everybody. I'm having a technical difficulty moment right now with my thinking. But so tomorrow, even though I'm off, I will be crocheting my little heart out, trying to get a lot of that blanket done because I've got to get it done by June 12th. I do very good under pressure when it comes to things like that. If it's down to the last week, I will crank it out. It's just I just want it ready on June 12th because it's a Father's Day gift. So, and I really can't wait for him to get it because I think he's gonna love it. Welcome back, Linda. Welcome back. How is Penny doing today, Linda? She's still as sweet as ever. Oh, look, Penny's being sweet today. Unlike a sour biscuit. He's being good for his dad, but he's not being good for me. Well, okay, let me take that back. He wanted to fight Papa over going outside. He didn't want to go outside, but then he did want to go outside, but he just didn't want Papa to do it. He wanted me to do it. And it gives Papa great he feels wonderful being able to take Biscuit out on the street. The dog is looking at me like, "Are you crazy, woman?" We fight all the way down the stairs. I think he's afraid that I'm gonna leave, so if Papa takes him outside, he has to get his business done and get back in the house real, real fast before, he thinks I can leave. It was really sad this morning. We went to the grocery store and, we don't now oh, thank you for the follow, Welsh Jenny. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Do you crochet? Do you knit? What kind of do you craft at all? I mean, I don't know. I mean, we want to know. We want to know this, Welsh Jenny. Um, we don't crate him because he's destructive. We crate him because he has anxiety and he is comfortable in a closed off space. So that's why we crate him when we go places. But this morning he saw both of us getting our shoes and socks on. So he thought he was getting to go to the vet and he went to his where his harness and leash are kept and was pointing it with his nose. Like, here it is, right here. Um, so I've got a few more rows to go, and then I'm gonna pop up and get my eyes to put on this, and then we're gonna sew the tongue in so it's secure, it can't be pulled out, and I'm about ready to burn up. I'm hot. Yes, if you don't mind. And I don't know why I'm about ready I'm ever since I've had this that they fixed my hernia and I don't have an iron problem anymore, I'm telling you right here and now, it's like I don't get cold anymore. I don't get cold at work anymore. And I was always cold at work, always cold at work. And they were like, every the other girl that was cold, she has an iron deficiency too. And so now, nope, nope, nope. Thank you for your nice welcome. I crochet and knit. I love other crafts too, like diamond art, coloring, and sewing. Will try any craft I come across. Well, my gateway, I would say my gateway craft was cross stitch. And then in 2013, well, I cross stitched from a very young age. And in 2013, my daughter had a crochet club in high school, and she came home, and I was like, she wanted to go get some yarn. So I was like, will you teach me along with you? And this is what I like to do now. Well, that makes sense. Yes. But yeah, now I'm always hot and I don't like it because it's like I feel like I'm sweating all the time. But, I love crochet now, and now it's like, keeps me busy, and I see other crafts that I wanna try, and I live vicariously through other streamers that do other crafts. I just love Oh, thank you. This is actually I got this at Joann's when they were still in business, and it's called Lime Jelly, and this is the last skein I have of this color. So, I thought it would be perfect to make my daughter a snake since she was born in the year of the snake. And you know what? This is a good snaky color. It is a good snaky color. So, and then I was talking to Papa and I was like, oh, too bad I can't find a different way to make a snake to put out in my garden. Maybe to keep the bunnies and everything out. Like a mystery paper craft along, wink, wink. Okay. I actually told Papa that Um, I'm going to let him start being a little bit more active in my streams, and he gets to do something. One, I told you this yesterday. We're not going to say it yet.
No.
He's going to do it. He's going to do it. No, he's going to do it. Oh, cool. American yarn tends to be super expensive here in the UK. Oh, sad though, but I love a lot of the yarns that like I see, like the people that I follow around here. It's using items that are around the house, like recycle items. Okay. Well, wink, wink. We will talk about it. We will see. I don't know if I want to do paper crafts. That's just I'm not lucky like you and fall into what I should start doing is going to estate sales because I will look in your Discord. Oh, and since we are um after our first break, how about let's look in Discord and see if um I think I saw Linda had something in there. So see now I'm cold, but I'm fine. No, I'm fine. So this is what we looked at yesterday. Axis is doing a baby dragon. He says it looks like a green blob with eyes right now, and maybe it does, but it's as cute as the Dickens. And then Linda put this in here, and I think this is the cutest little thing in the whole wide world. It's so cute. Quilling can be so pretty. When I was in middle school, they taught us how to quill. I have not quilled since. And I it would be something I would pick back up because I do like quilling. I mean, you just have to have the tools and everything, but I mean, what is that? Just, a crafter. It's just a few things. And, me, I'd be like, look how much money I saved buying this. But I love this little, I'm going to say it's a parakeet. Is it a parakeet, Linda? Because I don't know. I would have called it a parakeet. But I mean, I guess, you know, yes, see? I like it. I think it's cute. I told Papa, I said, it's just it makes you so happy just to look at it. So let's do it. Oh, wait, did I take my heart off of it? I took my heart off of it. We're going to wait for Crafty to get his thing in there. Let's see if there's anything new for the pets. No. The last thing we saw was Stellar went to puppy yoga. And they had Australian Shepherds in the puppy yoga. And then she had one that ate her ear. This one right here eats her ear.
Come here, little nugget.
And so she had a lot of fun with that. And yeah, if I went to puppy yoga, I would not be going for things. And don't forget to check out other things because we do have like people post free patterns in my. Thank you for the check-in, Aranita. Thank you. And I'm gonna go back and see if and this is Crafty. Now, him and I both have this, and P-Pop has this stuff too. But I like his idea. Now, he did say he's gonna make another piece of bread so that it goes on the side so it has an end on. Look at me pointing at the bread like y'all can see what I'm pointing at. But he's gonna make another end to the bread, but it's gonna be brown on the outside. And I like that idea. I think that he's gonna make a heel. He's gonna make a heel. And I love the corn, But him and I both bacon and eggs. I love the bacon and eggs. Yeah, he's gonna make the whole slice. Everybody touches, but nobody wants it. Y'all, we are so sick in the head.
See how our family is.
But anyway, I bought this for my daughter sent it to me, and then Crafty bought it he was gonna do it, but he wasn't gonna. I don't think he ever planned to make eggs and bacon are my favorite. Ooh, yes, eggs and bacon are great. We eat the heels in this house. I love the heels. I will toast them and I will put a piece of cheese in the middle of that thing and I will eat it. See, let me see if you have the same book I have. Like, I have this one. Cute crocheted food. So then it's got hamburgers, hot dogs, uh, all kinds. See, hamburgers, hot dogs, fries. The kids want me to make a hot dog one day on stream. I did the sushi, cupcakes, um, little cakes, ice cream. So this is what I have. And yeah, the avocado. I've made the peas and I made the sushi and the avocado. I should do the pineapple. It would probably be really cute. Um, you keep the ends till the end and have them for thick toast. Um, you don't mind a peanut butter? Okay. But anyway, yeah. So, I didn't know if we had the same book, if you have just a different book. But yeah, it's really cute. I like it. But I haven't made the fries for her, but she's liking you have a different book. She has she loves fry type foods now. She likes like stringy fries. So they cut her chicken up in a fry shape. See, the kids want me to make this hot dog one day. So, and I love I made her the sushi. I made her the sushi. So we will I make her I might need to make the French fries. So, yes. So, anyway, this is the food book I have. I don't think I have another. No. But I figure it's good for her imagination. It's really good for her imagination because they bought her a kitchen, and so they didn't buy her the checkout thing. Um, but I'm gonna crochet her a little market bag to pretend she's went to the market, and then she's gonna have her food in it, and then she can cook and all kinds of stuff. So, but yesterday we were talking and someone suggested making her a bag, and I was like, "Yep, a cute little market bag." You got me. Okay. You were making a market bag the other day. Okay, now you turn it off. For some odd reason, I'm gonna tell y'all, I had the weirdest dreams last night. I I mean, I play connections every day with my daughter, but then the connections turned into some other type of game. I'm telling you. Yes, I did in cotton pattern is in French. Yes, that is because you were talking about it being in French. Yes. So very easy to translate. Well, yeah, because thank goodness we have Google Translate now. I mean, you don't have to, something comes in a different language. And I've noticed like a lot of, do you wake up with the ducktail themes in your head? No, I do not. Have not yet. Have not yet. Um, I do have, I mean, I will say this. I'm going to say this, and not all of you will understand what I'm getting ready to say. Crafty will understand, but I do not remember when, but this has vividly stayed in my mind ever since I saw this on Crafty stream. It's not a it's not a torque and turkey, but he was doing something. I forget what he was doing. and he showed a commercial from the 70s, and it was a commercial for the Turtles candy. And that commercial has stayed in my brain ever since I've seen it. It's an eerie, creepy commercial, and if he doesn't think it is, I'm gonna be like Crafty. That commercial was creepy. And it has stayed in my head. And every time I walk in a store or a convenience store and I see the turtles, I think of that. And now I'm thinking of that now too. But okay, Supreme sent it to you. Yes. I just remember that. I remember it, and I mean, do I remember that from as a child? No, but as an adult, blame Supreme. Okay, well, we can blame Supreme. She's the one that sent it to you, and maybe it was a Canadian thing. Maybe they only showed it in Canada. I don't remember that because I actually like turtles. The candy. I like it. So, I mean, we're blaming you for a commercial. Cub showed a commercial for the Turtles candy, the little pecans with the little chocolate and the little caramel on it, and it was from the 70s. You sent him that, and he showed it in his stream one time, and I cannot get that. That commercial has stayed stuck in my head. It's not very long. This is gonna be I will finish this on stream. I just don't know how much. I mean, we got the head done. I should be happy about the head. I am having fun. We're
Crochet.
crocheting a snake head. Uh, I was it was to the song I Love Onions. Yes, from the 60s. Um, I want to know which commercial, but I also don't want to know. Um, it's just weird. The turtle candy was the head of these people. At least that's what I remember. I could be wrong, but in my mind, that's what it was. So, and I don't think it 1, 2, 3, 4. I think my community has they were turtles. Ella. There you go. There's the commercial. I will say this. My community has come to realize they are not going to get. Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah. Oh, lordy day. My community has come to realize it's not gonna get finished in one stream. Do you realize how long this snake would take me if I did that? We'd be here for 8 hours, probably longer, because I yap too much. I yap too much. Hi, Stellar, how are you doing? Welcome in. I yap too much. I will pick it up. We will at least get the eyes on it and the tongue on it before I do anything crazy. He must be mowing his yard now, because now it sounds like a mower. I know you can yes, I could do that. Probably really wouldn't be hard. Now, I will say this, when I made the sausage for when the hungry caterpillar, now that did kinda look like a little turd. It really did. I shouldn't say that, but it did. I never had nightmares over it, but, I mean, I'm just telling you, that commercial has stuck in my head. It is a crafty moment that will never, never be forgotten. It is in a little drawer in the back of my head, and I will always remember it. It's a crafty moment. It's a crafty moment. But, I mean, and the thing of it is when it was all fun and games. It was fun and games when, he was doing it, 'cause I can't remember what it was all about, but yeah. It's funny how you just remember things and they stick. We were talking about anagrams the other day at work, and they were talking about how kids do math nowadays. This is way off the turtle subject, but this and one of the girls said, "Remember when we learned please something" it was how you do the plot addition, multiplication, what order you do them all in. And she came up and I was like, "I have never heard that in my entire life. Never have I heard, please let help Aunt Mary," whatever that was. Now, I'm sure some of you probably have heard it, but I haven't. I never heard it. It was something our teachers never give it. "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally." Yes. And I was like, "I've never heard that." If I did, I was probably, as my teachers would say on my report cards, I was probably talking too much to listen to remember, "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally," because I was talking too much as a child. My grades were okay, I just talked too much. I'm telling you, I told Papa I got burnt up. My mom gave me an old, elementary grade card, and I just got burnt up over my grades were good, I got S's and E's, but I got, um so it was elementary school, maybe primary. I got S's and E's, but Bray talks too much. "Excuse me? No. You were boring. I had to entertain myself." And if I talk too much, then how come my grades are so good? Probably because I had to talk to myself. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know why. It's just like I'm a talker. I mean, I talk in my sleep. I make noises in my sleep. I scare the bejesus out of Papa. I mean,
By the way, yeah, talking couldn't in your dream, you couldn't talk, you couldn't scream,
yeah.
or whatever. You wanna know what you were doing?
What?
You were going,
Because that's what I was doing in my
like you were
dream.
whimpering.
That's what I was doing in my dream. That's all I could get out.
You were the dog.
That's all I could get out was
Yeah, that's all you could get out down the hallway too. That's all I heard.
I'm telling you, it's just I it's w "Hi, vampire, how are you doing?" When I was having a dream and I couldn't get my voice out of my dream, and all I could get was a whimper out, and he comes running down the hall like, "Are you okay?" "Yeah, I'm fine." "Hi, Yorty, how are you doing? Welcome in." Um, so, yeah, it was, crazy, crazy. Let me do this real fast. Oh, nap time sounds good, but I just got, busted. I should change my we're gonna get more than a snake's head made today. I'm gonna get the snake head made and be moving down the body. And technically, I can't crochet any of this off stream because the projects that I have to get done are what's getting crocheted off stream. So Papa is totally wrong. Totally wrong. This will have to be a stream only snake. a streamlily snake. So tomorrow morning, I'm probably going to have to get up and go to Michael's. I think they open up at 9 o'clock and get a couple more loops and threads, the white yarn, because I have white yarn. But as crocheters, you also know that all white yarns are not created equal. So, I'm here for a moment. It's about nap time. I may or may have not taken a muscle relaxer. Um, Also, one of us is getting a new PC. Ooh, is it you or B? Oh, B's a little young. I mean, they're smart. They're smart as a whip. Oh, it's pink. Cool. That is cool, Yarny. Okay, and we are on the last row of the head, and now we're going to start making a little few decreases. And after this row, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Once we get to row 20, I think that's when it says to put the eyes in. So we put it back far enough on the snake's head. Yesterday, while I was crocheting the blanket, I've also learned that just because or this the same doesn't mean that it's the same color. I got a camel color thinking, oh, yes, just because of the lot numbers, yes, the die lot, yes. When I got down to that part, I knew what you were talking about. But it didn't. One was mainly, yes, I hate that. And I shouldn't say this. Hate is such a harsh word. But I don't like it. So when I saw this right here took like 400 and takes 400 and 242 yards to make this snake, and this is 269. So I'll have just a little bit left over. It'll go into the scrap pile, and maybe I'll make a scrap pile blanket. I call them hobo blankets, but you can call them whatever you want to. I've made one hobo blanket in my life, and I loved it because you just pick up the next color, you attach it, and move on. And they're really cool. Really cool. Do not know what I did with that hobo blanket. I think I gave it away to somebody, but you can put strawberry stickers on it. Oh, for her pink computer. My daughter told me if I wanted to do strawberries this year that I need to make rocks that look like strawberries and lay them down before the strawberries start blooming. And then that way the birds won't eat my strawberries because they'll peck at the rocks and realize they're hard. And then when the real strawberries come out, they won't peck at the strawberries. It's a good idea. For tomato plants, I heard you take ornaments that don't break, and shatterproof ornaments, and you hook them up and they do the same thing. Ray, what is your schedule, please? I normally you can count on me being here Saturday and Sunday, starting at 10, and I just go until, like, I get hungry for lunch. So, it's usually 12:30, 1:00. Um, Usually every Saturday and Sunday, unless I am going out of town. Yes, 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time.
Some
And sometimes I do something during the week, but it's never scheduled. It's always like, "Here I am." Um, so what did I do? Okay, let's do this because I did 2 rows too many. Frog, ribbit, ribbit. That's 18 and 17. I don't know why I wrote that down. Okay, so let's pull this out, and then I'm going to do this. So that's row 16. Crazy. 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I was just gonna say the it's nearly 5 p.m. here, so you're 5 hours behind. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Um, okay. Okay. So now we're gonna decrease the head. So I'm gonna do 5 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, and then we're gonna do a decrease. We're gonna take it down to 36 inches. I'm just gonna do a regular decrease. I think my tension can be tight enough. 3, 4, 5. And 2, 2, 2. Look at you nearly. I know. If I would have not made 2 rows and had not had to frog it out. One. And now I have splitting yarn. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's see. When I get done with this row, yeah, this will have to be the snake will have to be at least, I think once we get in. See, I'm not gonna be switching color yarns. I'm gonna keep it all the same color. It's all going to be, um would it be a good snake with all different colors? Yes. This one that I'm doing is 199 rows. The one that I give you all the free pattern for is 242. So let's see. I guess if Peepop doesn't want it, I can give it to Picking Halls. She's a big Slytherin fan. I was afraid I had miscounted that, and obviously I didn't. So there we go. Turning the page. So we're going to do we're going to do 2 more rounds of decreases. And then I'm going to put the eyes and the tongue in so that I probably put the tongue in right now and secure the tongue so that we don't have to worry about. Hold on. There's the center. Oh my Lord, y'all. Biscuit and Papa have lost their ever-loving minds. Okay, I'm going to go like this. It says round 1. Put it into round 1. So I am just going to do this. Then on the opposite side of round 1, on this stitch, I'm going to pull the other one. There we go. This way I know that if Peepop does get a hold of it, she will not be able to rip this out. And maybe she might cut the little forked tongue, but she's not going to be able to rip it out. I am going. And I'm going to leave that in there because it's not going to matter. So look at there. We'll get the eyes on in a minute. Oh, that seems logical.
Huh?
Because I think they play softball. I don't think they play baseball. I don't think they do. So we're going to do one more round of decreases. And I know that people are like, well, you're supposed to put that on at the last. Well, when I made the Hungry Caterpillar for Peepop and we did all the fruits and all the vegetables, if I could attach the stems in any way, shape, or form to it before we did anything, I did. Just for safety reasons. 1, 2, 3, 4. You just tell me when you want lunch and we will work around that. Well, then you just order it and when it gets close. Yes, some rules are more flexible. I would rather do J. One. I try to make things just a little bit more if I know that it's going to be for a child. Now, normally I would just be like, let me embroider the eyes since it's Peepop. But I'm not going to do that because this is probably going to be setting up. I doubt she'll really ever play with it. She may. I doubt it, but she may. But she's, like I said, she's not really destructible when it comes to things. And I can always melt the ends flat on the eyeballs because Mez, who's another streamer on here, she told me that's what she does for her children. She melts the edges of the eyes so that the little black pointy point is still flat. It's one more whatever. Okay, what did I do wrong?
It's Miss Vicky's chips.
They're just kettle chips. They're cooked kettle. They're like cooked like the siete chips.
Right, or like the ones we used to get from Jimmy John's.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold on. We're just gonna count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 29 and 30. Okay, we did it. For some odd reason, I was like, what am I doing wrong? We're ending wrong. I've seen people melt the backs of the eyes too for added safety. It just works. It just works. And and I think that's what's great about crafting is we can, like you said, some rules are flexible. And as crafters, we can make it that way. And I always wonder, like when you do a market for people and you do amigurumis, obviously you would put like, to me, I would think you would say like this plushie is not um really good for like children under 3 if it had eyes or something like that on it. Because I mean, you want to at least put that liability off of you. I mean, McDonald's does it with their toys, right?
These are two close up.
Yep.
Turkey perfect. Right. Close up.
Yep. 2, 3. Let's just do this. So when I get to this row, I will do this. I'll count back on the eyes and I will put the eyes in.
I think our skills just got
Okay. We're having a busy afternoon. Now we've got to clean off counter space. And then you have to figure out where you're going to store them.
calmeth down it. Everything will be fine.
Okay. Let's see, what size eyes do I need? 2 12 millimeters safety black eyes. I don't know. Yeah. Ooh, I have color eyes. I could do color eyes, people. I don't think I am, but I do have. do have color eyes, but I'm not going to. Let's see. That's the top. Let's just see if I have any big. Biscuit, why are we barking? That's a nose. Okay, we're gonna do this. Are we weirdos?
Maybe not you. Maybe just me. Not for sure.
Okay, I want to do these eyes. Where? No, I'm not doing those eyes. No, I'm not. I'm not doing those because I don't know where the backs are, and I'm not going to go through all the rigmarole of those. So let's see. These are a little bit smaller, but I mean, it's okay. It's a snake. It's okay. It's a snake. We're going to do just plain black eyes. Okay. Two of these. Okay, so this is the top. So that's row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna put, I'm gonna put an eye right there so I know where I'm at. Okay. So snake tongue there. So we're gonna maybe right there for the eyeball. And then it says 8 stitches in between it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. What do you think?
A snake head. I mean, it is.
Do you think that looks good though, where the tongue is? Okay. Okay. So now we've got this tongue in there. It's not going to go anywhere. The eyes are in there. It's going to go in there. I might do that. Yeah, that looks like a snake. I hope it looks like a snake. So then I've got, so that should be 24. Let me count and make sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so now we got to do 2 rows of 24. No, we've got to do, we're not switching colors. So 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So this 24 is going to be quite a bit. So does it say to stuff the yarn? Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. And in the pattern that it does say 1, 2, 3, 4. It does say that the yarn, don't carry the yarn colors to the next one. Like if you're gonna switch out the colors, just cut it off. Make sure that you weave your ends in, tie it tight, and it says the snake stripes are too wide to carry your yarn, so you will need to cut the yarn after each color change. Make sure you knot the ends inside your snake as you go. Me, I'm a what do you want to call it? I am a Crafty. Did we ever look and see what you posted in Discord? We didn't look. We will do that when we come back after this one. I'm gonna hold on. I was waiting for you. Doodle-doo-doo. As I sing to y'all, sing the song of nothing. Let's do this. When we get back from break, we're gonna look and see what Crafty. Did we see what Crafty posted? Did we see what Crafty posted? I am losing it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have to stuff the head on this thing before I go much further. An ad break is starting soon. So how many minutes do I have left? Oh no, we did. We saw his butter. We saw his butter and his eggs because we were talking about the bacon and eggs. My brain's not working, Crafty. My brain's not working. Does my brain ever work? I really don't know. Let's see. I'm just gonna do this. I had this up and I don't because I'm a crazy lunatic. Yep, I'm a crazy lunatic. Let's do this. Woo! And we're gonna do this and this. You'll just have to tell me when I need to. I actually was going to do holiday table runner because it would be good for Memorial Day and for July 4th and even Labor Day. So it'd be a multi-use table runner, but I was like, no, you know what? I think I'm gonna do something different today. Okay. 2021. Okay. Let me get this one row done. Huh? It's closer to our house. 2, 3. Okay. I will. I'm having split yarn right now. Okay. Okay. Hold on. So that is the beginning chain right there. So 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go back 1, 2, 3. Put my stitch marker there. And then we're just going to be doing 24s for quite a long time. So I'm really hoping Biscuit will allow me to crochet today. Yesterday we had a hard time. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Yesterday I was crocheting after stream, trying to work on this blanket that I'm supposed to be doing. And Biscuit just wanted to keep sitting in my lap. And right now the blanket is too big for him to be sitting in my lap. So I heard that huff over there. But that's my fault because when he was little, I used to sit him on my lap so I wouldn't lose him and all the yarn. Okay, I'm going to grab a few stuffies. And we're going to stuff a little bit of his head before we. Okay. Okay. Kind of want it to be, I don't want to overstuff it because I want it to have that little, um, I don't know, the the curve of how a snake's head looks. Maybe I should have done the eyes over one on each. It's okay. It's a snake. It's organic. It's fine. I can stuff it and make it the way I want it. There we go. And stuff and then flatten it out just a little bit. But that's so far, that's the snake. I think it's because this is dark green here and then this is a little bit lighter green and it does somewhat look like a snake. And I'll be able to make it that little, that little, I'm talking about the way that they're kind of shaped, little whatever. Let's see. Okay. We're going to do a couple more rows. And maybe I should pull a little bit of the stuffing out. Yeah, I'll pull that stuffing out until because it says every 10 rows add stuffing so that you can shape the snake how you want. I'm actually happy that I decided what I was going to do with this last skein of yarn because I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with that last skein of green yarn. And I don't know if this is one of the colors that, 2, 3, that, Michael's decided to keep or Hirschner's, whoever, all the people that are selling the Joann's. I don't know. I think Michael's bought it and then they're letting like Hirschner's and people like that distribute it for them also. But I don't know if they're going to keep this. I like this color. I and like I think this color is very good for like if you wanted to do like watermelons. This could be the rind of the watermelon. this is perfect. Because I think that's what a watermelon looks like. Snakes, yes. Um, it just works good for some things. Like whoever made this yarn, um, I would say should have probably, gotten a raise. Maybe they did. Maybe that's why Joann's went out of business. People were coming up with great yarn colors and they were getting bonuses and, you know. Ooh, Minecraft creepers. Yes. That would be a good one. Um, and I feel weird that I put the tongue in, but then I'm not. I don't feel weird at all because now I'm very happy that I know that it's going to be secure and it it will stay where it needs to stay. So, so need to. Okay. Bring it. Do. I'm losing it, y'all. Losing it. Not really. This is actually going to be really fun. I think I might send her a picture of the head and see what she thinks later. Then maybe not. Maybe not. So let's see. Let me mark another row off. Okay. Let me get a couple stitches in. I'm going to say this. Our lunch is on the way and it will be here in a few minutes. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do this. Do. I've got to find my phone. Uh, Okay. We're going to raid over to Supreme Doom because my lunch is coming and I know what to expect. We're gonna raid over there and give her support. She is attempting to oh hi, sis. Oh, goodbye. I will talk to you later though. I will snake, I'm making a snake. Um, but y'all have a wonderful day and I will see y'all later. Bye.